Hey there. Ever wondered how some folks stay cozy without modern heating systems while others watch their bills skyrocket? Well, over 360,000 Amish people have cracked the code to staying warm in large living spaces without breaking the bank. Intrigued? Let's dive into their secrets. Today we'll explore the ingenious methods the Amish use to stay warm and how these techniques could help you slash your heating costs. Trust me, these time-tested solutions might just transform how you heat your home. Let me introduce you to one of the Amish community's most brilliant heating solutions, the Rocket Mass Heater. Imagine a heating system as efficient as a sports car, but for your home. Unlike traditional fireplaces, this centuries-old method excels at warming large spaces with minimal fuel. What makes Rocket Mass heaters so remarkable is their ability to extract maximum heat from a surprisingly small amount of wood. While a traditional fireplace might burn through a cord of wood faster than you can say, cold winter night, a Rocket Mass heater can keep your space toasty for hours using just a few branches. The secret lies in its clever design. Instead of sending most of the heat up the chimney like typical fireplaces, a Rocket Mass heater operates more like a heat-storing battery. The fire burns intensely in a specialized combustion chamber, reaching temperatures so high that nearly all the wood is converted to heat, not smoke. This heat is then absorbed by a mass, usually made of materials like cob, brick, or stone, that acts as a thermal battery. This mass slowly releases warmth long after the fire has died down. Here's the kicker. One small load of wood, about the size of your arm, can keep pumping out heat for 12 to 24 hours. Yes, you heard that right. Load it up in the morning and it'll still be radiating cozy warmth when you're tucking into bed at night. These heaters can maintain comfortable temperatures of 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit in spaces up to 2,000 square feet. Plenty of room for a family gathering or a winter quilting session. Before you get too excited about those toasty toes, there are a few important considerations. Proper ventilation is crucial. You'll need a well-designed chimney system to ensure all combustion gases are safely expelled. While the initial setup might require some planning and effort, the long-term benefits are worth it. Some users report using up to 80% less wood compared to traditional fireplaces or wood stoves. As an added bonus, many Rocket Mass heater designs include a flat-top surface that can be used for heating water or even cooking. Imagine having a built-in stovetop powered by the same system keeping your home warm. Now that's efficient living, Amish style. When the woodpile starts running low, the Amish turn to another time-tested heating solution, the coal stove. Particularly popular in Pennsylvania and Ohio's mining regions, these robust heaters have been keeping Amish homes warm for generations. In areas where coal is more readily available and affordable than wood, coal stoves are like the marathon runners of the heating world. They just keep going and going. While wood stoves might need frequent attention, a well-loaded coal stove can maintain steady heat for an impressive 12 to 24 hours on a single load. That means no middle-of-the-night trips to stoke the fire, which is particularly appealing during those bone-chilling winter months. Stay tuned for more insights into how the Amish keep their homes warm. Next up, we'll dive into some more practical solutions that you can implement in your own home. Don't miss it. Now let's talk about how the Amish heat their entire house efficiently using a well-planned ventilation system. Here's a clever trick from the Amish playbook. When they have their coal stove in the basement, they often install ventilation shafts in the floor above. On particularly cold days, they pour a bit of water near these shafts. As the water evaporates, it helps distribute the heat more effectively throughout the house, acting like a primitive but effective whole-house humidifier. When it comes to heating costs, a coal stove can be quite economical in the long run. In mining regions, coal typically costs between $100 to $150 per ton, and 1 ton can heat a modest-sized home for about a month during the winter season. Compare that to the average American family's monthly heating bill of $200 to $300 during winter months, and it's easy to see why the Amish stick with this tried-and-true method. However, coal stoves aren't without their challenges. The initial investment can be substantial, with quality stoves ranging from $1,500 to $3,000. Then there's the matter of coal dust. It's like having a messy house guest that never quite knows when to clean up after itself. Proper ventilation is crucial, as coal burning produces more emissions than wood. The real beauty of coal stoves lies in their consistency. Unlike wood fires that can be temperamental, coal burns at a steady temperature, providing reliable heat throughout the day and night. It's like having a faithful old workhorse that never complains. Just load it up, adjust the dampers, and it'll keep plugging away, maintaining a comfortable temperature in your home. Here's a fun fact. Some Amish families have been using the same coal stove for over 50 years. Talk about getting your money's worth. As one Amish farmer put it, a good coal stove is like a good horse. Treat it right, and it'll serve you faithfully for years to come. Moving into slightly more modern territory, let's explore the third heating method favored by the Amish. Heaters powered by propane, kerosene, or natural gas. Now you might be wondering how these fit into the Amish lifestyle. The answer is beautifully simple. Since these heaters don't require electricity to operate, they align perfectly with Amish values while providing efficient heating solutions. These heaters are like the sprinters of the heating world, quick to start and immediately effective. Unlike their coal and wood-burning cousins that need time to build up heat, these units can warm a space almost instantly. Just light them up, and within minutes you're feeling toasty. For an Amish family coming in from a long day of work in the fields, that's a welcome feature indeed. When it comes to convenience, these heaters are hard to beat. They require minimal maintenance compared to wood or coal stoves. No ashes to clean, no fuel to stack, and no mess to deal with. Many models are also portable, allowing families to move them between rooms as needed. It's like having a faithful dog that follows you around, keeping you warm wherever you go. Cost-wise, these heaters present an interesting picture. A typical family might spend around $20 to $25 per month on propane or kerosene during the winter months. While this might seem substantial, it's still significantly less than the average American household's heating bill. The initial equipment cost is also relatively modest, with basic models starting around $200 to $300. However, there are some challenges to consider. Proper ventilation is crucial. These heaters need to breathe just like we do. Regular fuel costs can also fluctuate based on market prices. The Amish have truly mastered the art of fuel management, often buying in bulk during the off-season when prices are lower. The real advantage of propane, kerosene, or natural gas heaters lies in their flexibility. Whether it's a small workspace that needs quick heating or a larger living area requiring sustained warmth, there's a heater for the job. Here's where things get really clever. The Amish have turned their lighting into dual-purpose marvels. Without electricity, they had to get creative, and that's exactly what they've done with their gas-powered lighting systems. It's like getting two solutions for the price of one. The stars of this heating-lighting combo are the mantle lamps. These ingenious devices, typically fitted with 2 to 4 mantles per lamp, don't just light up the room, they can raise the temperature by a surprising 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Running on propane or natural gas, these lamps produce the most heat output of any Amish lighting solution. Think of them as tiny space heaters that just happen to illuminate your evening quilting session. The real workhorses of this system are the wall-mounted gas sconces. These fixed-position lights are strategically placed throughout living areas, creating a network of mini heat sources that work together to maintain a comfortable temperature. It's like having a team of tiny radiators that moonlight as lighting fixtures. The Amish particularly favor placing these sconces in gathering spaces where families spend their evenings together. What makes this system brilliant is its efficiency. During winter months, when the days are shorter and lights are needed more, these fixtures provide extra warmth exactly when it's needed most. The heat output might seem modest, but in a well-insulated Amish home, every degree counts. Plus, since the lights need to be on anyway, any heat generated is essentially free warmth. The system is remarkably cost-effective. A typical gas lamp might consume about $15 to $20 worth of fuel per month, but remember that's covering both your lighting and supplemental heating needs. It's a practical solution that makes the most of available resources. Here's a fun tidbit. On particularly cold evenings, Amish families often plan activities that keep everyone in the same room, benefiting from the combined warmth of multiple gas lights. It's not just about staying warm, it's about creating a cozy atmosphere that brings the family together. Now let's heat things up with another impressive Amish heating solution, The Mason, think of it as the heavyweight champion of wood stoves, but with a PhD in heat distribution. These sophisticated heating systems are built from brick, stone, or concrete and are masters at squeezing every last bit of warmth from a small amount of wood. What sets masonry heaters apart from their simpler, wood-burning cousins is their remarkable ability to store and slowly release heat. The magic happens in a small, enclosed combustion chamber where the fire burns intensely. But here's the clever part. Instead of letting all that precious heat zoom up the chimney, the masonry heater traps it in its dense stone or brick walls. It's like having a thermal battery that charges up quickly and then releases its energy slowly over the next 24 hours. The efficiency of these heaters is truly impressive. While a traditional wood stove might need constant feeding to maintain warmth, a masonry heater can heat several rooms for up to 24 hours with just 1 or 2 fires a day. That's right. Light up your masonry heater in the morning, and you'll still be feeling toasty when you wake up the next day. Plus, they burn so efficiently that you'll hardly see any smoke coming from the chimney. Just a slight heat wave shimmering in the winter air. Located primarily in Amish living rooms, these heaters become natural gathering points during cold winter days. The surface of the heater stays warm, but not hot enough to burn, making it a safe and comfortable spot to gather around. Some Amish families even build benches along their masonry heaters, creating the perfect spot for warming up after coming in from the cold. The main difference between these and regular wood stoves is their heat consistency. While a wood stove gives you intense heat that quickly dissipates when the fire dies down, a masonry heater provides steady, consistent warmth throughout the day. It's like comparing a sprint to a marathon. Both get you there, but the masonry heater takes the slow and steady approach to winning the heating race. Now that we know how the Amish heat their homes, it's equally important to know how they keep the warmth in. While everyone else is cranking up their thermostats, Amish families are staying warm thanks to some seriously smart architectural choices that would make modern energy efficiency experts nod in approval. First up, let's talk about their approach to floor plans. Amish homes are designed with efficiency in mind. Not too big, not too small, just right for maintaining comfortable temperatures without wasting heat on unused space. They arrange their rooms like pieces on a chessboard, ensuring heat can flow naturally from one space to another. The layout often features a central living area where families gather, with other rooms branching off strategically to benefit from heat distribution. Here's where it gets really interesting. Their window placement is pure genius. Those south-facing windows aren't just for enjoying the view. They're actually part of a passive solar heating system that's been working brilliantly for generations. During winter months, when the sun sits lower in the sky, these windows catch maximum sunlight, turning each ray into free heating. It's like having nature's own heating system working for you. Perhaps the most clever feature is their use of low ceilings and lofted spaces. Remember that elementary school science lesson about heat rising? The Amish put this principle to work beautifully. Their lower ceilings keep warm air right where it's needed, at human height, instead of letting it float up into wasted space. And those cozy lofts where family members often sleep are naturally warmer thanks to all that rising heat collecting near the top of the house. These architectural choices create what you might call a heat hierarchy. Bedrooms and living spaces stay toasty warm, while storage areas and less used rooms can be cooler. It's like having different climate zones under one roof, all working together to keep the family comfortable without wasting precious heating resources. Here's a fun fact. Many Amish homes are built facing east, allowing them to take advantage of morning sun for natural warmth. Now that's what I call starting the day on the warm side of the bed. Another crucial factor in how the Amish keep their homes warm is their masterful use of thermal mass. At the heart of this strategy is soapstone, a dense material that's like nature's own heat battery. This remarkable stone has been keeping Amish homes cozy long before modern heating systems were even a twinkle in an engineer's eye. Soapstone is the heavyweight champion of heat storage, literally. When placed near heat sources, these dense stones absorb warmth like a sponge soaks up water. Instead of releasing all that heat at once, soapstone slowly radiates it back into the room for 6 to 8 hours after the heat source has died down. In Amish living rooms, you'll often find these stones strategically positioned near stoves or heaters, quietly working their magic throughout the day and night. But the Amish don't stop at soapstone. Their homes are often built with an impressive array of heat-storing materials. Clay walls act like thermal batteries, soaking up warmth during the day and releasing it when temperatures drop. Brick interior walls serve double duty, providing structure while storing heat. Even ceramic tiles and stone flooring aren't just for looks. They're part of a comprehensive thermal mass strategy that keeps homes naturally comfortable. Here's a practical example. An Amish family might place several soapstone blocks around their masonry heater during the day while the heater is running. These stones warm up, then as evening approaches and the fire dies down, the stones take over, continuing to radiate warmth throughout the night. It's like having a relay team of heat sources passing the baton from one to another to maintain consistent warmth. The beauty of this system lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. Unlike modern heating systems that constantly cycle on and off, thermal mass provides steady, consistent warmth. Think of it as the difference between drinking from a fire hose and sipping from a steady stream. The end result might be the same, but one method is far more efficient and comfortable than the other. Let's crunch some numbers and see just how much green the Amish are saving by sticking to their traditional heating methods. Hold on to your hat because these figures might make your modern heating bill look like highway robbery. The average American family spends around $1,500 to $2,500 per winter season just to keep their home warm. Meanwhile, our Amish neighbors are spending a mere fraction of that, about 60% less on heating costs. We're talking about Amish families managing their winter heating for just $600 to $1,000 per season. That's enough savings to buy a whole lot of hand-stitched quilts. But here's where it gets interesting. The Amish approach to heating costs isn't just about money spent on fuel. Their system involves what you might call a sweat equity investment. Sure, there's more physical labor involved in chopping wood, maintaining stoves, and managing coal supplies. But when you're saving over $1,000 per winter, suddenly that extra work starts looking pretty attractive. As one Amish farmer cleverly put it, we heat ourselves twice with wood, once when chopping it and once when burning it. The cost breakdown varies depending on their heating method of choice. A family using primarily wood might spend just $300 to $400 on fuel per season, plus their own labor. Coal users might invest $500 to $600 in fuel, while those relying on propane heaters typically budget around $700 to $800. Compare that to the average American monthly heating bill of $200 to $300 during winter months, and you can see why these traditional methods have stood the test of time. Perhaps the most impressive part isn't just the money saved, but the sustainability of their approach. While modern heating systems often need expensive repairs or complete replacement every 10 to 15 years, many Amish heating solutions last for generations with basic maintenance. That coal stove in the basement might well be older than your grandparents. So next time your heating bill arrives and makes you want to reach for the smelling salts, remember there's a community out there staying warm for less than half the cost. Maybe it's time we all took a page from the Amish book of household economics. So there you have it, ingenious heating methods and smart architectural choices that help the Amish stay warm while saving a bundle on heating costs. By harnessing the power of efficient designs, thermal mass, and creative fuel management, they've mastered the art of staying cozy without relying on modern systems. If you're inspired by these age-old techniques and want to cut down your own heating bills, why not give some of these methods a try? Implementing even a few can make a big difference. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Amish heating secrets, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights into sustainable living.